Hi all. Now we are discussing about the critical path method and the program evaluation and review technique. First we will discuss about the critical path method or the CPM. It is one of the network analysis tool or a method. Simply it is used for repetitive type projects. The projects which are repeating in nature. In this type of projects, critical path method is used. Critical path is the sequence of activities which determines the total project time. It helps to calculate the total project duration or the time. In a project network, there may be a number of paths starting from the initial event to the terminal event. These paths connect the activities. Among these paths, which is the longest path on the basis of the final duration is called the critical path. We can determine this critical activity, that is activity whose float is 0. Float 0. That activity is known as critical activity. Then what are the steps in this CPM, critical path method, the steps? First, draw a network diagram. First we have to draw a network diagram. Then find TE and TL. As we all know, TE means earliest event time and TL means latest event time. First draw a network diagram, then we have to calculate TE and TL, that is earliest event time and also the latest event time. Then calculate EST, EFT, LST and LFT, that is earliest start time, earliest finish time, then a latest start time and the latest finish time. The next step is determine the float. Float is the difference between the start time and the end. Then determine or identify critical activities having 0 floats. Critical activity means activity which have the 0 float. When we are calculating the float, we will get 0. If we will get 0, that activity is known as the critical activity. Then identify that activities. Draw double line in the critical activities. We have to draw double line in this critical activities. Then calculate the total project duration. These are the steps involved in CPM. First we have to draw a network diagram. Then calculate the time estimates, that the earliest event time and also the latest event time. Then calculate the EST, EFT, LIST and LFT. Then determine float, identify critical activities, double line the critical activities and also the calculate project duration. Okay. Then comes program evaluation and review technique, that is PERT. The objective is, it is used for non-repetitive type. Objective is to find out whether a job could be finished on a given date. But the objective is whether a job can be completed in a given time. This activity duration are independent. It does not depend on any other activity, and the time estimates are made. Probabilistic approach is followed. Time estimates we have to calculate. Then for calculating the duration, we are following the probabilities approach. Then what are the time estimates? Different time estimates are calculating for this PERT method. First one, optimistic time estimates. First one is optimistic time estimates, that is represented by TO. Optimistic time estimate means it is the shortest possible time in which an activity can be completed. Then next, the pessimistic time estimate, that is represented by TP. The maximum time that would be required to complete an activity. Then most likely time estimate, the time which activity will take most frequently, that is it is between the TO and TP, that is the optimistic time estimate and the pessimistic time estimate. But these are the time estimates. And what are the steps involved in this PERT, program evaluation and review technique? First we have to identify the events and the activities and prepare a network diagram. First step is prepare a network diagram. The next step is events are numbered in ascending order. Okay. Events means that circles. Okay. Then obtain TO, TP and TE for each activity. Okay. TE you can calculate TO, TP and TE for each activity. How we can calculate this TE? TE is equal to TO plus 4TM plus TP divided by 6. That is equation 4 for calculating TE. Then compute the expected time. Compute the expected time. Expected time is calculated by the said equation. Then next step, compute what TE and the TL. That is the earliest event time and also the latest event time. Then compute the float and find the critical activities. Float, we have to calculate the float. That is the difference between the earliest time and the latest time. Then if we are getting the zero float, the critical activity we obtain. That critical activity we are double lining the critical activities and determine the critical path. The next step is find the total expected duration time, that is represented by TE, capital letter. Adding time estimates for various activities on critical path. Find total expected duration time, that is TE. How we can calculate this TE? By adding the time estimates for various activities in the critical path. The next step is find the variance. How we can calculate the variance? Variance for each activity can be calculated by the following equation, that is TP minus TO divided by 6 the whole square. That is TP we know pessimistic time, TO optimistic time. That is TP minus TO divided by 6 whole square. The next step is finding the value. Find the probability of finishing the project on some fixed target by using the table of normal distribution. That is find the value of Z. The Z is obtained by due date minus expected date of completion divided by standard deviation. Due date minus expected date of completion divided by standard deviation. These are the steps followed for program evaluation and the review technique. Then what do you mean by this probability for? How we can calculate the probability for project completion by a target date? Probability for project completion by a target date. Here we follows the normal distribution, that is the bell-shaped curve follows the normal distribution. Then activity times are independent. Then two conditions are there. First, if the target date is beyond the estimated duration. Target date is beyond the estimated duration, Z is positive and the probability for completion is more than 50%. If the target date is beyond or more than the estimated project duration, then Z is positive and the probability for completion is more than 50%. If the target date is before the estimated project duration, Z is negative and the probability for completion is less than 50%. This is the criteria for determining the probability for project completion. Then comes the crashing of project network. What do you mean by this crashing of project? Crashing. We all know crashing means reducing. We heard about this crash courses. That is crashing means reducing the time. Here crashing of project network means we can reduce the project time. Okay. In this related we have to know the some terms related to this. That is the normal time. Normal time means the standard time allowed for an activity. The normal course, that is the direct course which is completed in this normal hours. Then what do you mean by crashing? That is reduction in normal time by incurring additional cost. Then what do you mean by crash cost? Additional cost incurred. That is additional cost incurred for the minimum time. Then a crash time, minimum time beyond which an activity cannot be crashed. That is a crash time. Beyond that time it cannot be crashed. Then what is the procedure for this crashing? First, we have to find the critical path and the critical activity. So we know how to find out the critical path and also the critical activities. Then calculate the cost law. In cost laws, we have to follow the equation crash cost minus normal cost divided by normal time minus crash time. That is crash cost minus normal cost divided by normal time minus crash time. Then rank the activities in ascending order of cost law. Then crash according to cost law. That is, activity having lowest cost law would be crashed first. to maximum extent possible and calculate the new direct loss. This is the procedure followed for crashing. So crashing is also an important part of this project network. If we have to reduce the duration, we follow this crashing method. This is the steps followed. Okay, then thank you all.